Alright, welcome to the Church Basement, my YouTube channel where I tell you how to play songs that I had to play at church. This one is the old Mike and the Mechanics song, Everybody Gets a Second Chance. It's a fun song. It's not overly challenging. It's not a very tricky song at all, but it's a fun one to play. So there's basically it's basically three parts to this song. So there's a verse part, a pre-chorus part, and a chorus part. The intro is 2 lines of the chorus part plus 1 line of the verse part. So basically, each one has their own sort of chord pattern that gets repeated a bunch of times depending on how long the chorus is, because the second chorus is a double chorus. But basically, the notes for that chorus part are C, F, D, G. So the way you want to play it is you want to kind of play at eighth notes, but you want to play it in such a way that there's a little bit of space between them. Because we're kind of almost, if I was a classical musician, I'd tell you to play it staccato, right? You're not syncopating those notes. You're just creating more space between them. So it's like. So that pattern, by the way, is C, F, D minor 7, C over G, and then G. And so I'm basically playing that. I'm throwing in a couple of little passing notes here and there. So I'm doing C, going up to the D. So you see, when I'm hitting the D, I'm doing a little E flip, and on the G, I'm doing a little A hammer on, just to kind of fill it out, because it feels like it needs a little something there just to fill it. But otherwise, that's basically like, so that's the first 2 lines from the intro, and it's every single chorus you're going to have to play there. Now, the second riff we want to talk about is the verse riff. It also happens at the end of the intro, and it also happens at the end of the first chorus. Or maybe it's really just an intro into the second verse. However you want to think of it. But it's this. The pattern is C minor, B flat over C, C minor, B flat over C. But for you, basically, it's C all the way through, right? But it's got a little riff. So the riff is. So that's C, G, B flat, C, B flat, C. Okay, so that's the verse part, and it's a little tricky at first, just because if you have hand problems like I do, you're going to be using your 1/4 on that. Most people can play a 1/3, which is not too bad. But because it's down in the low frets, it's a little bit of a longer reach than up higher. And then the other part that is a little bit different is the pre-chorus. It happens twice, and that pattern is F minor 7, G minor 7, A flat, B flat. So it's just straight eighth notes, again with a little bit of space in between them. So yeah, that's the part where they say, to make amends, maybe be friends. So it's. Goes into the C, which is the beginning of the chorus part. So that's basically the whole song. The way the song breaks down is it's 2 lines from the chorus, then it's the 1 line from the verse, then there's the verse 1, there's a pre-chorus, there's a full chorus, then there's another verse, another pre-chorus, and then another chorus. And we used an abridged version. In the second chorus, it's actually a double chorus, but there is one little trick to here that you're going to need to notice, and that is on the last the last pattern through, it doesn't. It goes C, F, D minor 7, E minor 7, F. So instead of doing your normal C over G, G, you do E minor and then F. So that's like and then it goes to the G. So you get the idea. They just basically they add the E minor 7 and the F in there, and it's almost like they're channeling that pre-chorus for just a couple bars and then coming back to the normal pattern again. So that's the song. It's really not technically that difficult, so you'll pick it up very quickly. It's that verse part will take a little bit to get the muscle memory, but after that, it's a dead simple song and a lot of fun to play. If you'd like to see the live version, click up here. And otherwise, take good care of yourself and have a great day.